My name is Kirk Johnson, and I will be your moderator for today. So we want to provide you guys with some scalable actions and solutions that you can use, and also share with the residents about what they can do immediately to address the impacts of climate change, because it's being felt quite significantly in St. Jamestown. So at the end of this, we're looking for ambassadors to be able to work across a broad area of climate action projects and initiatives. Number one and top of mind is the urban high-rise towers and challenges. I mean, there are 19 buildings in St. Jamestown, as you well know, and that dominates what happens in this particular area.
This project will help St. Jamestown to become the best prepared and most informed high-rise community on climate change. That is the framework in which we're operating on, and we have a number of strategies along the way. This ambassador training is just one of them.
How do you reimagine a community for climate action? How do you do that? Who needs to be involved with you? Who needs to be at the table with you? And who wants to reimagine with you and help transform what already exists? And as Kirk talked about earlier, is to embrace a model of agility so we can be agile, adapt, and evolve along the way.
So we want to give you guys and everyone else and all the ambassadors some tools, resources, and insights to understand, be prepared, and also advocate for resiliency changes to make St. Jamestown the most resilient area in Toronto. There's also some great work that's been done both by consultants here and some consultants from the Urban Land Institute that talk about a tower enrichment zone. And that tower enrichment zone also incorporates affordability, because we do understand that affordability is a key concern whenever we're talking about making large changes in the tower.
What is climate action? It's basically helping people thrive. And what does thrive mean? Well, it means different things to different people. But let's talk about some of them. It might be water, it might be food, it might be shelter, it might be your mental or physical health. It might be your ability to connect with people, whether it's technology connection or face-to-face, whatever that happens to be. Just pause for a moment and go, what is it that relates to me? What is my why? What is my purpose? What is my issue? So the context basically is climate change and climate action. And it starts with inside, meaning ourselves, inside the community, outside the community, and how do you bridge gaps? How do you build a relationship with people outside of your core circle so you can really mobilize things and speed things up? Is we have to take it local. We cannot change the world. It's too big. We can't see it, we can't touch it, it isn't intimate, we don't trust it. What we trust is what we see, who we know, and what's within our own circle of influence. What are some of the people that surround our community that we can connect with and collaborate with?
For St. Jamestown, this could be local community groups, a radio station, sharing information on a WhatsApp group. Find out what works for your audience and use the methods that will have the most impact.
When we talk about climate action, that is greenhouse gas reduction. That is food security projects. That is health projects for people in the area. It's talking about green jobs and skills development to take advantage of that. It's talking about resiliency and emergency response. It's talking about infrastructure upgrades. It's talking about building upgrades. So there's very few elements in St. Jamestown that aren't considerable as a climate action topic area. When we're talking about that future state, it will be something specific, like if we want to beat the heat and we're worrying about cooling centers, we will know we have succeeded when seniors over the age of 65 are able to reach a cooling center that is manned 24 hours within 500 meters or 300 meters. That's funded and assured whenever the temperature is over a very hot 30-degree day. If all we did was reduce heat for the health benefits, we would come out ahead of the game. If we do it additionally for climate change and for relief of people, not because we want to save $1 on the health system, wow, why don't we do that too? Everybody benefits when we reduce the urban heat island effect, because in a public healthcare system, heat island is expensive.
Okay, tonight I'm going to be talking about the opportunities in the green economy that are up and coming. So the environmental sector is expected to grow 8% by 2029. And the other part of the situation is that 30% of the current workforce is poised to retire in the next decade. And the bottom line is that the green economy is set to grow very rapidly over the next 10 years. And there's two main reasons for this. First of all, governments, as Kirk alluded to before, they're putting money into climate change. They're finally putting money into retrofits in homes and hopefully in high rises soon. We have carbon pricing, as you know. I'm sure everybody knows about that, and it's going to be escalating for the next several years. And we also have businesses that are concerned about their reputation. And the younger generation is very adamant that the companies that they deal with be climate responsible.
So when I look at a mentor is going to sit down and they're going to talk with you. They're going to get a sense of where you're coming from and where you hope to go. And what is your ultimate goal? And how can they help you reach that ultimate goal? Mentoring is a brain to pick, an ear to listen, and a push in the right direction.
The last thing we want to do is, in terms of outcomes, is give you guys the resources and the skills and hopefully some insights to become leaders in these areas.
We'll come up with a climate action roadmap, a playbook, as it were. And this will document this entire process that we go through and even look ahead to help St. Jamestown to plan activities in years to come for climate preparedness, but also which can operate as a guide for other communities to do similar things.